Today's discussion revolves around what makes us tick when it comes to our diet. The foods that benefit our natural well-being, that impact our performance in whatever capacity, be it as an athlete, company executive or factory worker.
Health is the new wealth. We're in for a fabulous afternoon. This is an afternoon where dreams can come true.
I asked Matt to speak about the relationship between food and elite performance. It's a great pleasure to have him with us. Please welcome Matt.
So in about '99, coming up to that World Cup, everything changed, and Clive Wood was absolutely instrumental with that. He brought in a nutritionist, sports therapy, mind therapy, dietitians, and it was very, very new to us all. We got to that World Cup in 2003, fitter, faster, stronger. All our numbers in the gym, all our numbers on the track, our sprint numbers were better than anybody else in the world.
And it's a great pleasure for us to be able to welcome John to talk about these issues from a neurological perspective. Thank you so much, John.
To tell you about how a particular food controls the way in which your brain works. Of course, the best way is for people to eat more fish, because that packages not only the omega-3s, but also the vitamins and the minerals that we really need for our brain health.
I think there is beginning to be a shift in corporate interest in health and well-being at work, and I think it's in its infancy. I think it has been quite profoundly affected by the government responsibility deals, because that, although obviously all companies have corporate social responsibility as part of their messaging that they need to employ with their employees, I think actually it's the government giving us a bit of a nudge in the right direction that's sort of brought wellness and health and nutrition more to the foreground.
Well, I think it's us scientists. It's our responsibility to raise awareness, but it's also the responsibility of government to listen.
But I think when the government does do something like create the responsibility deals, it provides a reason for people getting on board. So I think actually you may say it's not the government's remit to do that, but when it happens, people do respond. So I think it's a good thing.
The thing about healthy eating is simplicity. You know, why take a product that has been grown beautifully, that is put in front of you beautifully, and play around with it too much? Really, all you need to do is cook it well and present it simply and attractively.
Communicating messages about good nutrition to employees depends very much on the culture of the company that you're working with. So you can't just go in with blanket recommendations and a blanket flyer and a blanket seminar for every different company, because each company has its own culture.
We're not going to be able to change people's diets overnight. It is going to take time. It is going to take people to understand the difference, the quality of life that people can live if they get their nutrition and their health right. You
know, the majority of people spend, you know, half of their working day at work. So what we provide, we need to be able to provide the right choices for them in the workplace.
I think we all understand that a healthy, balanced diet mostly revolves around things like your fibre day of fruit and veg, having lean protein like lean meat and fish. It means having good starchy carbohydrates, whole grain cereals, for example. But of course, a healthy, balanced diet does also include some goodies, some foods that we might say are naughty but nice.
We can still have all of our lovely flapjacks and our brownies and our cakes, but we need to offer them the option of you know, healthy, well-balanced, nutritional foods that, you know, that they can make themselves at home, but also that they can get within the working environment.
It's a sort of public duty that if something is going wrong with the public at large, then all of us have a responsibility, if we have the knowledge, to try and do something about it.
And one of the things that we do at VLife is provide fresh fruit in the office. So, you know, meetings, there's a bowl of fruit on the table, not biscuits. And actually what it means is that when you're peckish or even bored, you'll pick up a piece of fruit, and actually you're getting one of your 5 a day. And I think, you know, that healthy eating, you know, you talk about long-term change, so you've got to make it easy for people, and anything that you can do to make that easy access, I think, has got to be positive.
The difficulty you've got is you really are taking us great British who aren't that interested in food and then trying to educate them.
Enthusing children to understand where their food comes from and what it provides for them is really critical, and it will help them make the right choices as they go through their lives.
The key message is about increasing the 5 a day content for all of the UK. I think that is the fundamental message that we need to get across, is that is the biggest, most easiest thing that you can do to actually improve your health. It makes you look good, it makes you feel good inside, it actually increases your attractiveness to the opposite sex. So, in summary, more fruit, more veg equals more sex.